Alright, it is time for day 5 of the Torgue mod. So, today we are going to be getting into UVHM a little bit here. Now, I would like to point out our gear, not great. Not good at all, really. Kinda trash. Kinda bad. But I think we're gonna do a little bit of a respec, just a little bit to try to compensate for that. Of course, I could try to like go farm for gear. That'd be a smart idea. That'd be the normal human response. But I want to get the slag laser so that I can just slag stuff with this instead. Which also means that I can go ahead and spec into our rocket jumping skill here and then see how that feels as well. So we could get some mobility that way. So I might go ahead and do that, and then we will come back with the changes to the build. Middle tree will probably remain the same, and I'll probably just take points out of left tree temporarily and then put them back in later. Interesting. Okay, so these are all 1-point skills on this row. So we've got the rocket jump here. We've got the melee during action skill causes an explosive uppercut here. And then we've also got Screaming Eagles over here. So this is interesting. Also, this apparently does buff our melee damage based on how long we've been airborne for, which I feel like is not going to be too hard with this mod. And then we can go ahead and spec down like that to go ahead and grab this skill here. And then move back over here into this tree, grab this, grab that, maybe put a couple points in the nades. And then we'll just get that, and then respec what we had, and then keep working on right tree. So yeah, we should be able to now just throw out our action skills and then just kind of just do that at people. Because, you know, like, why not? So we will go ahead and reorganize our guns a little bit. We'll put our bota up top here. I don't have ammo for it because of course I don't. But yeah, we will just have to keep working down that tree. And it should feel good, hopefully. We can do the slag beam multiple times. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. Also, wow, that knockback. Cool. I will say you are not meant to double shot or multi-shot with this setup. You are meant to just shoot a single rocket one time. So any excess that I do will of course be severely excess, which also means we have insane mobility. So that is a thing to keep in mind. We are going to be unnecessarily agile. We are going to have a bota sticking out of our arm for the rest of the playthrough as well. So this should be good. And I might punch dudes, but I'm really tempted to just spam slag laser at everything. So yeah, let's load UVHM and get started. Now, I would be tempted to have a keyboard display on the screen, considering the fact that I'm going to be pressing a lot of buttons a lot of the time on this character with the way I have it set up right now. But the only keyboard overlays that I know about are really big, or if they're not really big, they're really hard to discern which buttons are which. So we will just have to eat the fact that I cannot show the buttons being inputted, and you guys will just have to vaguely guess what I'm doing, because that just visually will look 1,000 times better. This is great. Just go ahead and slag everybody. Maybe chuck that nade at them. I don't have it yet. I forgot. But yeah, we can just kind of just goof around a little bit, slag a guy, run up and punch him. This is dumb. Okay, cool. And also I would like to point out with this character and this setup, we can take advantage of the infinite vertical melee range a little bit. Probably. I don't think the mod author would fix something like this. Oh, well, they might have. Okay. So that could potentially be a problem. Thank you, Muscle Man. Very cool. But we'll just have to test that a little bit. Because I'm surprised they would fix that. But also, I get it. It would make this a lot easier to go ahead and abuse. This is dumb. This is so stupid. Like, I mean, come on, dude. You know, like... Okay, yeah, no, they definitely fixed the infinite vertical melee range. That's unfortunate, because that's actually a really fun thing to do with melee characters. But I get it. It is a little bit too much. And also, since we do have this drastically increased knockback and this really tight air control, I feel like we're just gonna cruise through UVHM. Like, surely this won't be a problem. And of course, tomorrow we will be getting into DLC. I don't know if I want to do Torgue DLC first, just for the namesake of the mod, or if I do want to wait until the last day to do it. But we do, of course, have to do it. That's an obligation. I will say that I do appreciate that I don't need a perfect Bada-Boom for this, as literally any one of them will do fine, especially considering the fact that we do get better rocket launcher swap speed with this. So swapping to it is essentially like having Quick Drawler already. I guess if we had an actual Quick Drawler prefix on it, it would be even faster, but we don't even need it. So literally just any Bada, preferably one with a big mag size, would do. To be fair, this does make it easier for casual players to get into rocket jumping. Like, way easier, like 1,000 times easier than it already is. So this is, I think it's genuinely a good change. It's just the fact that I can, you know, mash it out so relatively well compared to most people, that it just feels absurd. Oh my god, I just tried to air strafe. I literally just held down, like, the right arrow to try to strafe midair. That's how much it's trying to make my brain play TF2 right now. That's great. Alright, and now we can finally spec back into Vault Slayer, which will give us the higher base movement speed, and by proxy might give us better air control, simply because of that movement speed buff. So we'll just kind of have to see how that feels. Like, it just feels weird that there's nothing to commentate about. Yeah, everything is dying. I'm flying across every map that we come across. This is truly the Torgue experience as it was meant to be. All I'm missing now is a cooldown relic and a better class mod to be able to game harder, which honestly makes me think that after we are done killing Warrior today, I might even farm level 62, just to get our Gen 2 comms out of the way, so that we can kind of see what would best suit this build that we're currently doing. And I think it would be maybe an exploder of some sort, if there's one that has cooldown built in, like a legendary one. Or just kind of whatever we can get at this point, because like everything is gonna feel good. Oh, bunker is made loud. Okay, so yeah, the healing nade the first day that I was using it felt a little bit weak, but it is actually just full healing me every time that it goes off. So I can confirm it actually does feel pretty good. It's just that since we were a lower level, initially it just felt odd. This is so dumb. It's so dumb. Oh yeah, I think we found out why my game is so bad. I verified my game files, and it turns out there were 45 files missing. Somehow my game, missing 45 files, was running this entire time without me knowing. I'm kind of impressed it made it this far, realistically. You couldn't see it. '11th nuke? Yep, 11th dentist again. Okay, so I've had this happen a few times. I don't know exactly what the correlation is, but apparently 11th dentist might do this. I don't know why or how, but it might, because that's the only time it really happens like this. Alright, so unfortunately, yes, game do the funny crash, and I wasn't very far into Control Core, thank goodness, but that is still rather unfortunate, and if it were to happen a second or a third time, that would probably be pretty annoying for the average person. So that could potentially be a problem. That being said, this mod is brand new and in an open beta, so I get it at the same time. Alright, we have 10 stacks of dentist. Oh my goodness, the game is fine. It's like it didn't even have a problem. I don't understand why it's inconsistent. It's very weird. I don't even know what would possibly cause that. Right, and we are already on to Talon of God. About 2 hours in. Now, I will say this, by a speedrunner's comparison, is a little bit slow, but we did AFK a lot waiting for our action skill cooldown, simply because I do not actually have, like, any equipment that's anywhere near on level at this point. Most of it's really bad, like 31, 35, 36, full 20 plus levels under. So if we are fully just reliant on our ability spam, I guess I could quickly try to grab a Herald. That wouldn't be a bad idea. And then worst case scenario, we do have that to fall back on if we really need it, but I doubt we will. Oh, okay. We've got a Herald second try. It is crammed with a Molly 1 grip. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. I guess we don't really need mag size or anything like that. And actually, I guess we just need, like, damage and fire rate. So the mag size is literally not even a question anymore, which, like, it's kind of weird, kind of unfortunate. But we've got one, so that's good enough. And I don't ever do these jumps. That is super nice. I normally wouldn't try to go for jumps like these, but I just feel confident enough in our character's movement to just kind of go for more difficult jumps, just kind of randomly at will, which has been super duper nice. Yeah, you can kind of just like hide back here, maybe even climb up here if you want to, if you're not bad at the game like me. And then you could just like wait out your cooldown timer, you could rush in, and then just dump another nuke on him. And just repeat that and be entirely safe the entire fight. Alright, so from here, we are going to go ahead and do a little bit of XP farming. I did clear this area, this difficulty really fast, so I do want to do a little bit more. We're going to try to get our Gen 2 class mods for a little bit, and then if that goes well, we might even try a little bit of Terra. So we'll just kind of see how that goes. Alright, we've got a couple skill points, so let's kind of see what we've got here. So we've got another Torgue employee. So this is the thing I really wanted. We've also got a skill called Oh Crap. Dealing above a certain amount of melee damage in one hit adds a stack of Oh Crap. Each stack increases melee damage, decreases rocket launcher reload time, and increases rocket launcher mag size. It doesn't say that it has a cooldown or like that it goes away. So I'm interested, I want it. And then of course Infinity and Zero over here gain a random chance to knock out almost any enemy you melee. This simply causes them to temporarily ragdoll, which is funny and not nearly as strong as being able to instantly kill them, 1 in 150 chance by the way. But it's still funny. And then of course I do want that Torgue employee, so that's what we'll spec next. And we have hit level 62. So, from here, we need to go ahead and save quit firstly, and then secondly, see what this second Torgue employee is about, because I am totally curious about this. So let's go ahead and just throw this. Oh, it's tiny. Okay, so we do get a Goliath here. Apparently he has a chance to just eventually become aggro to the player. So that could potentially, eventually, you know, like kind of turn on us and become a problem. But I think enemies have to shoot his helmet off for him to be able to do that. So it's not a guarantee that he'll murder you, but he probably could. Alright, so we've got our first class mod here. It is Legendary World Champion class mod. Okay. So, Ascend Beyond Super Torgue. I'd like to give Cell my condolences. Cooldown rate, melee damage. This is probably a reference to the fact that Mr. Torgue and Mr. Satan have the same voice actor, which Mr. Satan is a Dragon Ball character who claims they beat Cell, which, like, that's a thing. So this pairs with extra max health regen, extra melee damage, +2 tiny, +2 this skill, which fires out a barrage of nuclear plasma. Okay, so this is also buffed by roid damage? So this is like a Dragon Ball thing. That's kind of fun. And then we've got increased action skill time. Upon dealing melee damage above a certain threshold, you gain health. If you deal sufficient damage while your action skill is active, you gain additional action skill time. Increased melee damage. That's really, really cool too. And then do we buff anything else? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so this is literally just make Mr. Torgue into Dragon Ball character. So I am really looking forward to messing with this later in the game. Of course, I might not spec it and run it right away, as I am still kind of enjoying our current build. It's kind of starting to get repetitive, so we might switch out of it pretty soon. I don't really know yet, but it is cool. Alright, we've got another level up here. So, you know, I can tell you exactly how this skill works. This skill is neat, and I do like it. What? The funny barrage. Oh wait, hold on. Which button are you? Oh my goodness. Okay, we found the button. That is certainly something. Okay. Cool. You know what? Since we're really just kind of using this for the cooldown, and this also has cooldown, let's just run this. You know, like, why not at this point? Let's just run this. It also gets buffed by melee buffs, apparently, or at least roid damage. So we could run that for a little bit and see how that goes. I think I have to... Nope, I don't even have to have my action skill up to throw it. Alright, that's amazing. Incredible. Truly how the game was meant to be played. Incredible. This is clearly how BL2 was meant to be played. This is completely not lagging my game and causing my sensitivity on my mouse to break. This is very good. So, I know I said I was gonna, like, farm out all of the Gen 2 comms, but, like, I actually want to use this one for a little while before I switch off. So, we might just run this into Terra right now, and then just come back later on another day. Because, I mean, like, you know, I mean, it's just this. It's just all of this. There's already enough to look at. I'm really, really tempted to go get a Love Thumper real quick. Or just do something like that. And now that I've verbally said that out loud, that's exactly what I'm gonna go do, because that is an incredible idea for this fight. Henry. Now, to be fair, these things are buffed by roid damage, so we can surely make them deal way more if we just go ahead and get this Love Thumper here real quick. So hopefully that'll kind of just, like, you know, do the thing. There we go, it did the thing. Cool. Right, and there we go. Inflammable Love Thumper. So with this, and with now fully speccing out this skill, we can deal 300% damage with the class mod. Let's go. This is surely a great idea and not at all gonna be overkill. Let's go punch Terra now, huh? Alright, we need to present with all of our damage out front for absolutely no reason other than because why not? Let's go. Okay. Honestly, not bad, but honestly, kind of scared of our cooldown timer now. Yeah. Okay, but at least we got our health bar back instantly. That's good. No! No, no, no! Oh. Alright. Well, we got knocked off the map. Also, we're at the funny crashing number. So we'll see if we do crash here, if this just kind of goes well, hopefully. Okay, so far so good. Well, on the bright side, I don't know if Terra can directly kill us very easily. I had to open my face. Huh. Alright, so we don't deal nearly as much damage as I thought we did. Or I thought we were going to. So that's kind of impressive. Oh, thank you for the res, Muscle Man. Okay, so our damage against normal mobs is really, really high, but the second we're actually against a raid boss, we are but a mere mortal, apparently. So we might have to re-advise, or revise our build a little bit here. So let's just kind of have a look. What are we doing? You know, honestly, I could probably just go try to punch him to death with Valley of Death. So what if we just respec into that real quick? Hold on. Okay. That was fast. That was really, really fast. I found the Terra. Also, all of his loot is kind of like gone. I mean, the blood of Terra's here, and so is the breath, because I did enable be able to fix stuff. But, yeah, he's up there. And he's gone. Okay. So, I guess, on the bright side, we did get rid of that whole boss damage problem we had, where we had 0 boss damage. But now we have basically infinite boss damage, which could be seen as a little bit strong, not gonna lie. So just kind of like take your pick, whether or not you think this is a little bit too OP. I would probably say obviously, yeah, a little bit. But it's okay. That was literally a first try punch. Alright, he is evaporated. Cool. That's our Slayer of Terror. What? It's a blue? Why is it blue? That would really confuse me. Okay, so Legendary Best Friend provides +8 to Torgue personnel included, +7 to technically self-defense, and +6 to after all, why not? So, what are we looking at here? We are looking at a 13 level higher Goliath. We are looking at a... Oh wait, hold on. Okay, 12 level higher Goliath, 13 level higher Muscles, and then an 11 levels higher turret drone and repair drone. So this tiny right here would be even more thick. And then if he were to start rolling enemies, he would level up from that too, probably. So, okay, that's our Terracom, I guess. Cool. Why not? I don't think I'll run it, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, the grounded height of Terra with BL2 fix odds is pretty cool. I think that's a little bit too cheaty though, so we're gonna go ahead and just drop it on the ground. And yeah, it's cool. Terra is defeated. Just punch him really hard and a lot until he just goes away apparently. So yeah, we are done for the day. We've rolled through UVHM really fast. You can delete ads no problem. And then apparently just the get out of jail free melee if you do need that. So yeah, seems good. A5.